After driving in the desert and exploring some of the most beautiful oases we have ever seen, our Oman road trip continues. We make it to Nizwa, Oman's ancient capital, and fuel up with some of the best local food we've had so far, before attempting the steep climb into the mountains, where the nights get cold, but the views are worth it.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
And before this journey ends, we head back to the coast for one last chance to experience something we missed on day one. Max. This is part 2 of our Oman road trip. Good morning, beautiful people, from probably one of the most beautiful campsites we have ever slept in all of our travels. This is the second part of our Oman road trip series. In the last video, we visited the coastline, we did some crazy driving up the Salma Plateau, and we slept inside the Wahiba Sands desert. Yesterday, we actually left the desert and made our way here. This is Wadi Ghul. We camped here for the night and just kind of enjoyed a pretty relaxing afternoon. Today though, we are going to be making our way into the Hajar Mountains of Oman. These are the mountains that sit just northeast of Muscat, and we're actually going to be heading towards the town of Nizwa to start. Nizwa is the ancient capital of Oman. It has quite a bit of history there, but what we're really here to see are the beautiful mountain scenery. There's a lot to come in this Oman road trip, so make sure if you haven't seen the first one, go back and watch that after this one.
Alright, beautiful people, after a 3-hour drive, we have made it to the town of Nizwa. And as you can imagine, after 3 hours of driving, the first thing we need is food. Apparently the dish to try here is the shua. Apparently this is a very long cooked goat. So we don't know if we can get it because it's obviously last minute kind of food we want. But we're gonna explore, and then we'll go explore this beautiful fort as well as the Souk and get some yummy dates. Okay, so the goal is to find Omani cuisine, but I don't know if we found the right place.
Normal.
The normal
this
better?
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
We
This
take
one.
your recommendation.
Please.
Wow, we got some sort of eggplant dip. Yum, it is incredible.
Oh, it smells good though.
Red more. This is appetizer.
Thank you.
Okay, hummus normal.
Uh-huh.
Garlic sauce. Eggplant mtabel.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank
thank you so much,
Shukran.
Shukran.
Wow.
Looks so good. So just in case the first basket of bread wasn't enough, he bought us a second basket.
This looks so good, guys.
Oman hospitality is just the best. So we got a mixed grill. No, we just got a meat grill.
Yeah.
Like a grilled meat plate, which is minced meat, I guess, kind of made into a kebab style shape with some lemon, some grilled tomato. They bring all these dips, which is hummus, garlic, and eggplant, the one that we were just obsessing over. And then we just also ordered a salad because, you know, trying to be a little bit healthy.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Wow. Whoa, guys. We went from 0 to hero, but it was so bloody good.
We were just
Liwan Nizwa. We even got takeaway for dinner.
It was so good we had to get takeaway as well because it was just affordable as well. We only spent 10 rial and we got way more lunch than we could even eat, and then we also ordered takeaway and it's way bigger than we thought it was going to be. This is probably 2 meals as well, so we got like
2.5
3 meals
yeah. 3
for
meals
10
yeah.
rial. This town literally feels like you're walking around in a movie set. Everything is just so perfect. And they even have those golf buggy cars driving around, which I think is what they drive like actors and stuff around in Hollywood. So it full on feels like we've just entered a movie set. It's really, really beautiful and unique and very quiet.
This fort is really, really beautiful. You can tell from behind us it's all circular, and that's how they sort of made this stronghold last, because they had a full 360-degree angle, and there's a lot of traps, and unless you know where they are, you'll never know. So the enemies must have suffered some terrible deaths, but it is really spectacular. And this is from the 17th century, so it has quite a bit of a history. And the limestone they used to build it reflects quite a bit of coolness, so it's very pleasant when in the shade. We were gonna go to the Souk, but the Souk seems to be closed. They do, like in Europe, they do siesta, and completely understandable here considering the heat they have in summer. So I think the Souk might unfortunately be closed. There's still plenty of shops here if you're not in those windows where the Souk is open. So we'll see what we have at the Souk. Otherwise we'll just get back in the car and hit the road, because we've still got a bit of driving to do. But overall, the sort of fortified area is the Souk itself, and it's separated between, there's a meat Souk, there's a sweet Souk, there's a fruit and vegetable Souk, and there's a goat market in front of us.
The goat market apparently in Nizwa is really interesting. It's only on Friday. It's something that's been happening here for like hundreds of years. It would be very cool to see. I kind of wish we were here on a Friday, because it's one of those, like, I guess, things that you can only get in certain countries. Okay, time has gotten away from us today. It is already 3:15. And we are just leaving Nizwa to drive into the mountains tonight. Originally, we were planning on doing a hike this afternoon, but I don't know if that is going to work out now, because we're not going to make it there in time. But we have been planning something fun to do tomorrow, which is kind of a hike, kind of not.
But we did get some dates, and oh my goodness, this whole bag of the juiciest dates ever. They're only 800 Rial, which is cheap. Wow. Oh my god. Camp is set, people. Let me show you our house. Only thing you have to take into consideration when getting rooftop tent is the level, because by pure coincidence, every time and every night Jacqueline just happens to roll her way into me, because apparently it leans towards me every time. What a coincidence. But we have $1 million view, guys. Look at this. Camping is a lot of effort, but if you realize that that's part of camping, then you enjoy it. Because if you just fight for your comfort, camping might not be for you. You gotta enjoy struggling to set the tent up, getting the ladder stuck, unfolding the table and refolding the table, and etc. It's part of the adventure of what camping is. So that's what we love.
Ooh.
We've got all our layers on already. The sun is still setting in the distance.
Literally the moment the sun went behind the mountain, I feel like it dropped 4 degrees. It got so cold. I don't know how we're gonna survive tonight. It's gonna be awful.
We're at exactly 2,000 meters of altitude, so it's not crazy high, but it's still very different than sea level temperature.
Oh my gosh, it was so lovely at sea level.
So Jacqueline had the brilliant idea of maybe adding the rain cover that comes with the tent that we obviously didn't think we'd have the need of, but to at least prevent from the humidity to drop on us, equaling in a colder temperature inside. By the way, you gotta know that Jacqueline keeps all her toilet paper and puts them in a plastic bag and in a bin.
Of course.
I know, but it's like a very...
lot of people do leave them around. Like at last night's campsite, there was a lot of toilet paper in the bush. And it's just not nice, guys. It's littering. Whatever way you look at it, it's littering. And it's not okay.
Leave nothing behind. Just take photos.
Leave no trace.
Leave no trace. It looks cozy in here.
6:52. And we're getting into bed. To be fair, we are not going to sleep. We are just going to get cozy, drink some tea, and read our books. And also, you know, creating content like this, we are either filming content, editing content, working, researching, booking. There's really never a minute where we're just relaxing. So reading our books before we go to sleep every single night is our way of making sure we do get that wind down time and that relaxing time.
Here lies Jacqueline Faye.
I look like Boo from Monsters Inc. Boo. You know how she wears?
Oh yeah.
Good morning from our amazing campsite. I actually slept so well. It was so quiet. There was no wind. It was a little bit cold, but we like prepared ourselves for it before we got into bed. And honestly, it wasn't too bad. Getting up this morning was probably the hardest part and having to unravel from our sleeping bags. But the sunrise was so beautiful. It definitely made it worthwhile. For now, we're just cooking some breakfast. We're gonna have scrambled eggs today. And then we're gonna be heading just a little bit further into the mountains to do a special hike that we're planning to do today. We're actually gonna be doing for the first time ever a Via Ferrata. If you don't know what a Via Ferrata is, it's kind of like a cross between hiking and rock climbing, but I can't think of a better landscape to do our first one. We've shown a lot of the highlights of Oman and how beautiful it is. I still 100% recommend getting a 4-wheel drive with a rooftop tent. I think it is such an amazing way to travel Oman, but there are some downsides. Like the fact that it's so cold up here that our water is icy and I have to do the dishes and stick my hands into that icy water.
Oh.
I also have to do the dishes squatting down like this because it's just life when you're camping. So it's not all rainbows. There's definitely some hardships, but of course we want to show you guys the most beautiful aspects of this trip that we've been doing. I hope our video has gotten across that it is worth every single little inconvenience to be able to travel Oman like this.
That's too good.
Now we're coming back by the nice.
The other one face into your face.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, let's go. I'm so excited.
The training part is finished.
Okay.
Perfect. We pass.
We immediately go onto the side of a cliff.
Wow.
Alrighty, let's go. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's like... Oh my gosh. That one was very far.
Yay!
I'm shaking.
You're good, you're good.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm a bit nervous, to be honest. I don't know how to do this. Oh my gosh.
Nice, Jackie.
Oh my god. This is very inclined. Alright.
Whoa, look at you.
Oh my god. That's better. Oh my god. Wow, this is way scarier than you think. Yeah. I don't think I can let go.
You can.
I'm so scared. Okay. It's so scary. Okay, solid ground.
Nice.
That one was freaky. Oh my god. Oh my god, it wobbles so much.
I don't like that.
I don't want to do it. Okay.
Did you?
Yes.
1, 2. Oh no! Oh no! She slammed full on the mat.
That was so much fun and a great way to start the day. Via Ferrata is something that we've kind of seen in our travels. We've never done it, and now I feel like next time it becomes available, we know what to do and we'll be able to take the gear and do it on our own, which will be a lot of fun as well.
Captain, where are we off to?
So we're gonna go to Al Sugra Hidden Village. We are currently on Oman's second highest mountain, and tonight we want to sleep on the highest mountain in Oman, which basically means we have to drive all the way down this mountain, through the valley, and then all the way back up the next mountain. So it's gonna be quite a bit of driving, but we do have a stop.
See the village?
Do you?
Yeah. Whoa.
Inside the valley, attached to the cliff, is a very small village. Wow, that just looks amazing. More?
Panic. First time putting petrol. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't know what happened just then.
Jacqueline has this tendency, as confident as she's on camera, but sometimes she just panics.
The fun thing about putting petrol in your car in Oman is that you don't even need to get out of your car. And people always say that the petrol stations in Australia are really weird because you put your petrol in yourself and then you go into the service station to pay for the petrol. And people think that's really weird because they're like, don't people just drive away and steal the petrol? It's like, literally never happens. I think it's so luxurious to just drive up to a petrol station and someone just does it for you.
Oof. Well, that is a big house. Oh. Big house. Oh. I feel like we need to take our camera more often. We didn't take the camera with us just then because we're like, oh, we're just going to duck into the grocery store, grab a quick couple things that we need before we make our way up to the next mountain. But the guys in there, they gave us coffee, they gave us biscuits, like they were so kind and for no reason whatsoever, just to give us something. Yeah. The hospitality in Oman, like the welcome that we've felt, makes you feel good.
Yeah, that looks good. Finally have a donkey at our campsite. Finally, our 6th night of camping in Oman. And we have a donkey at our campsite. I'm gonna try give him a cucumber. Wow, I think we actually got so lucky with this campsite that Max found. It's so nice.
Hey, voila.
Oh my god, Max. Don't freak out. But there's a donkey right behind the camera. Hi, guys. Hi. You probably can't see because it's so dark, but the donkey is right there. He's just staring at us, getting ready for bed. He's been hanging around this whole time. I had to actually do our dishes because he kept wanting to go like lick the plates and...
Brother,
Good morning, beautiful people. As you can tell, we've left camp pretty early. We wanted to get a glimpse of what Jacqueline told me is the deepest canyon in Oman, what is known as the Grand Canyon of Arabia, or Wadi Ghul. And we're using the trail that takes us to the highest point in Oman, which is just about 3,000 meters, because we actually camped right down there, which is exactly where the trail starts, coincidentally. But we're just gonna use the trails to make it to the place where we can actually see the canyon, not go all the way on top, which is a 10-kilometer hike one way. But the viewpoint of the canyon is about 2.5K into the trail. So that's what we'll start the day with. And we left early to catch a beautiful glimpse of the sunrise. Getting our first view of the canyon, just over there.
So beautiful.
Wow.
With the light on it like that.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
What a view.
Whoa, I was not expecting that. Holy moly. We're suddenly right on the edge.
Can really see why they call it the Grand Canyon of Arabia, because it's very Grand Canyon-esque.
So this was only 2.4 kilometers away from camp. The rest of the hike is this way. You can see it, and it's hell of a hike. But this view alone, it's definitely worth the little bit of struggle it took us to get here.
I'm starving.
Time for breakfast!
Feed me.
After the donkey, now we got the goats.
Oh no. We don't have enough food for all the animals.
Alright. Let's get out of here. Here we go. This is a crazy one. Whoa. This is gnarly. Alright. 4x4 guys. It's the way to go.
Okay, that was such a great morning. The hike was beautiful, but I think for me the highlights were the goats coming when we had breakfast. I gave them some grapes and then they kind of went crazy. Oh my gosh, look at this. Hi guys.
That's enough. Personal space.
Personal space.
No, that's enough.
Now we have an hour and 20-minute drive. We're gonna drive back down the mountain and head for a wadi. If you watched our first video in this series, then you would have seen us go to a couple of beautiful wadis here in Oman. They've honestly kind of been the highlight of Oman.
Yeah, those wadis have been sumptuous.
They're just like nothing else we've ever seen anywhere else, and we love them, and they're such a great way to not only cool off, but also kind of have a bath when you're living in a car.
Could use one.
So we're gonna make our way down to Wadi Ghul. It's an hour and 20 minutes. So back down this crazy mountain, and hopefully it's just as beautiful as the ones we've already been to.
Come on.
How far into the canyon do we have to drive?
Yeah.
To get water? Oh, it's beautiful though.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Wow, we're just in the canyon.
Got really in it there.
This is so cool. Even though we didn't find water, it is such a gorgeous drive through this canyon. It's almost worth the detour just for this. So we're gonna drive out now, try to get signal and see if we can find another wadi.
Oh, look at this. Little paradise.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
There is water.
There is water.
Not a lot of it, but maybe let's drive up that track a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you're just going for it? Okay, we're in the water now. Cool.
Ah.
We didn't know this was gonna happen, but now I guess we're just driving through wadis. It's all like ankle deep.
Maybe I should switch on the four-wheel drive.
That there's not as many wadis in Oman
Camels!
as there used to be. Camels, Max!
Right on the water.
Oh my gosh.
Crossing rivers with camels.
Like this afternoon when our wadi didn't work out, we couldn't swim, we started to get a little bit down and unhappy, thinking, oh no, the last day or two of our road trip's not going to be that great. But boy, were we wrong. We might have just found the most beautiful campsite. Look at this.
Nice pool day.
This is perfect. Just in case you're wondering how we shower, considering we are living outside of a car, this is it. We have a red bucket that we put some water in, we grab some soap and a cup. We try to rinse ourselves off a little bit away from the river, and just so that it's not going straight back in there. I don't really know if we're making much of a difference, but we're just trying a little bit to be a little bit considerate of nature. But yeah, basically splash ourselves, soap ourselves, splash ourselves. Not a lot to it.
Popcorn?
Yes, that would be so good.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
If you watched the first part of this series, then you'll see our very first night we decided to camp by the beach because we really wanted to see the bioluminescence. Unfortunately for us, it was a long weekend here, so the beach was absolutely packed and we struggled to find a place to camp. And where we did camp, there was no bioluminescence. So because we changed our plans, we have decided tonight we're going to try again. We're going to head back to the beach, to one of the beaches that we know has shown bioluminescence in the past, and see if we can camp there and spot it tonight.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
You're gonna drive right between them. Oh my god, they're just staring at us.
Oh, yeah.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, Max, there's literally a camel at your window. There's my mom. Hi guys, good morning. Are we doing okay? Yes? Oh.
You know, Jacqueline! What is wrong with you? He was gonna...
He's coming to say hello.
No, you want some food. Hi. Oh my...
I could honestly sit here for so long with these camels. They're so cute and they're so unfazed by us. They're actually kind of interested in us. But I guess we have to go eventually. Alright, we got some petrol. Max is grabbing a snack. Yum.
2 falafel wrap, 1 medium-sized mango smoothie, 1.5 Omani real.
Wow.
That was a quick express lunch stop, which is really good. And Jacqueline said it very well, like the taste of the food is not matching the look of the restaurant.
So much better. The food was actually delicious. The look of the restaurant.
You gotta, which goes to show sometimes you gotta get out of your comfort zone and try things, and this food was delicious. And this has been the summary of all our places we've eaten. It's all been delicious.
This is why we're planning on camping tonight, so not looking so good for us. Apparently this kind of weather is actually really bad for the bioluminescence because the bigger waves, then you're less likely to see it, and you only really see it in like the gentle waves that lap against the sand. So I really hope we get to see it though. I'm so sad. It is the only thing on my Oman bucket list that we didn't get to do. But it gives us a reason to come back. That's road tripping. Sometimes things just don't work out. So to have just one night of not ideal weather, I guess we can put up with that.
We can live with that, yeah. I will switch off the lights to see if it goes blue.
Max, 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 Max.
We got some.
Oh my god, it's there! Oh wow!
Oh, it's minus, but it's there.
Look!
Whoa!
Look! Look!
Oh, come tell
Did
the
you
camera.
see that?
Yeah!
Oh my gosh! Look here how bright it is!
You can tell a little bit on the camera.
Oh my god! I'm so happy!
We got it!
Look at it all
Oh
lighting
yeah!
up! Oh my god! Wow!
That's Jacqueline right now.
You can see it! Oh my gosh!
Wow!
Look how many's behind you right now!
Wow!
Oh my god!
Wow!
Oh my gosh, look how much there is!
And that wraps up our 8-day road trip across Oman. First, a massive thank you to Active Oman, the car rental company. They've been absolutely amazing. We also did forget to mention that they have a WhatsApp group. All the latest information with all the renters currently having cars touring around Oman. It's a really good resource to add on top of everything else they've done, and yeah, we highly recommend it. We'll leave a link in the description for them if you want to reach out to them, get in touch with them. Honestly, they have been so helpful even from the booking process, so big shout out to them. Our time in the Middle East and the desert is actually not over yet. We are now heading to Abu Dhabi. We're gonna go see what it's like to live in the desert with an actual local, and we're also gonna do a food tour, which I'm super excited about. So if you enjoyed this sort of content in that region, make sure you subscribe. If you liked this video, actually like the video, and make sure you check out next week because this is gonna be a blast.